श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे। उन्मत्तनटनताण्डवम् मत्ते भवदनभासुरम् चित्ताब्जबोधभास्करम् आयत्तयोगराजितम् विद्वेषनित्यपूजितम् उत्तानपाणिमुद्रितम् श्रीकृत्तिवाससुतम् कैलासदृशदिनर्तनम् भक्तान्तरङ्गवर्तनम् पापौघपाशकर्तनम् श्रीपार्वतीसुतं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे। लम्बोदराङ्गताण्डवम् मुद्राकराब्जपण्डितम् सर्वाङ्गनागमण्डनम् वन्दे विनायकं पतिम्। धिं धिम्मितकिटमर्दलम् भं भं निनादशङ्खकम् आनन्दनृत्यतत्परम् ध्यायामि प्रमथनायकम्। आमोदकरमोदकम् वेदान्तमतिमादकम् दुष्कर्मफलसाधकम् विघ्नेश्वरं गुरुं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे। सृष्टिस्थितिलयकारणम् मोक्षाख्यदैत्यमारणम् संसारजलधितारणम् स्तौमि प्रभो नरवारणम्। पञ्चास्यमादिदैवतम् देवऋषिभिः समर्चितम् आलोकगलितसञ्चितम् विघ्नाधिनाथमाश्रये। श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे। लोकैकपरमवैभवम् लोकेश्वरादिसम्भवम् आलोकपरिहृतोद्भवम् आलोकये परं भवम्। श्रीकृष्णकविनिवेदितैः श्लोकाख्यमोदकैरिमैः आनन्दगणपतिं पतिम् आराधयन्तु साधकाः। श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे, 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 श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे। ॐ परब्रह्मसमारम्भाम् श्रीदत्तात्रेयमध्यमाम् श्रीदत्तस्वामिपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सर्वविश्वन्यस्तपादपद्मायते, वामहस्तालोलवेदशास्त्रायते, ज्ञानसूर्याय ते दत्तरूपाय ते श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम्। श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम्। श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम्। गुरुदत्त श्रीदत्त प्रभुदत्त पाहि माम्। विधिदत्त हरिदत्त हरदत्त रक्ष माम्। पाहि मां दत्ता रक्ष मां दत्ता।
Padanamaskaram Swami. Dear devotees of God Datta, we all have gathered here today on the most auspicious occasion of Shri Rama Navami. What is far more important than the time and place is that we are in the divine presence of His Holiness Shri Datta Swami. Therefore, we all are immensely blessed. I know how much devotees gathered here have been longing for this greatest fortune. For those who are not aware, Swami is the most extraordinary divine personality of present times. Swami is a confluence of ancient spirituality and modern science. Within Hinduism, he has reconciled the three Vedantic philosophies and other philosophies with each other. In the context of world religions, he has reconciled the philosophies of all religions in the world. He has also unified the paths of spiritual knowledge, Jnana Yoga, selfless devotion, Bhakti Yoga, and practical service and practical sacrifice, Karma Yoga. Furthermore, numerous people have experienced extraordinary divine miracles and received miraculous protection from Swami. In the earlier stage of his life, Swami was known as Venugopala Krishnamurti Janna Bhatla. Miraculous incidents began even before the birth of Swami. The miracles are continued throughout his life and are still continuing even today. Swami's mother had dreams and divine visions while she was pregnant when Swami was in her womb. As soon as Swami was born, two murderous black magicians who had been terrorizing the village suddenly died in an accident. At the age of 8 years, Swami started speaking the language of Sanskrit even though he had never studied Sanskrit. And he began explaining the true meaning of Sanskrit scriptures in great detail. By 11 years, he was composing such extraordinary Sanskrit poetry that even Sanskrit scholars were dumbfounded. By then, he was also making numerous and some shocking astrological predictions. By the age of 16, he had authored over 100 philosophical books in Sanskrit, mainly reconciling the three Vedantic philosophies of Shankara, Ramanuja, and Madhva. By the age of 19, he had earned a doctorate in chemistry from Allahabad University after working for just 2 weeks. Later, he worked as a professor of chemistry in different engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, India until retirement. In parallel with his career as a professor and after retirement, Swami has returned and preached spiritual knowledge extensively in Sanskrit, Telugu, and English. He has composed numerous devotional songs that bring out the true essence of devotion, which is unselfish and aspiration free sacrifice. The aim of all that Swami has written and preached on the topics of divine spiritual knowledge, devotion, and spiritual practice is one. It is to unite science with spirituality, religion with religion, and people with justice and God. It alone is the foundation of permanent world peace. Throughout his life, Swami has been an embodiment of simplicity and humility, never seeking fame or public attention. His focus has always been to guide sincere devotees on the spiritual path as their Sadguru, divine preacher, while also protecting them in their worldly life. Those who have come in contact with Swami, heard him speak, studied his spiritual knowledge, witnessed the most extraordinary divine miracles from him, experienced his instant divine protection, and seen him suffer on their behalf, have no doubt that Swami is an embodiment of God. They know him to be the one and only God who has incarnated as the human incarnation in the present generation. In fact, Swami is a Paripurna Tamavatara, the most complete and the highest incarnation of God. They know him to be Lord Datta, the given God. He is God who has given himself to humanity by incarnating on earth to bring peace to the whole of humanity and to lead interested devotees to the ultimate spiritual goal. On this day of Shri Rama Navami, we are in the presence of that very Lord Rama who has incarnated on earth as His Holiness Shri Datta Swami. With salutations at the lotus feet of Shri Datta Swami and with his kind permission, we will now begin the Satsanga. Swami will be answering questions and the devotees can post your questions in the comment section. Thank you. Swami, shall we go with the first question? Question by Shri Abhiram and Ramakant. Pada Namaskaram Swami. What is the punishment given by God Rama to Sita Devi for insulting Lakshmana?
See, the punishment of a sin exactly represents the nature of the sin. That means, from punishment, you can infer the details of the sin. It is told, phalanumeyah prarambhah samskarah praktana iva. That is, you can infer the nature of the sin from the nature of the punishment. Sita spoke very bad about Lakshmana's character. When Lakshmana refused to go to save Rama, you know all that story. The punishment given by God Rama to Sita is that she has to leave Ayodhya based on a bad comment made by a washerman on her character. So the punishment reflects the nature of the sin. You can infer the sin just by observing the punishment. So it is all known that washerman told that Sita has no character. Why he told like that? Because Sita told Lakshmana that Lakshmana has no character. He came to the forest keeping his eye on herself, on Sita, so that now if Rama dies, he can marry Sita. So like that she spoke very bad, very seriously, very ugly way. And whatever she spoke on Lakshmana, same was reflected on her by a false comment of the washerman. God tolerates if somebody scolds him, but he will not tolerate if his devotee is troubled. That is what we see in the incarnation of God Narasimha. Hiranyakashipu, demon Hiranyakashipu, scolded God Vishnu. He went even to Vaikuntha and scolded God Vishnu. But God Vishnu did not react. But when Hiranyakashipu caused suffering to Prahalada, God Narayana came as God Narasimha and killed Hiranyakashipu. So God tolerates if somebody scolds him. But he will not tolerate if his devotee is troubled. So Lakshmana is the incarnation of Adishesha, the devotee of God Narayana. He is serving God Narayana as his bed. So a devotee, if somebody scolds a devotee, God will not tolerate. So that is the answer to this question. Next.
The next question is by Shri Uday Swami. First question from him. Once you said dharma means following the constitution of the nation. In Yoga Vashishtam, it is mentioned that dharma means self-effort, that is, activity of thoughts, words and actions towards self-realization. Swami, could you please remove my confusion here?
See, there is constitution written by God called as ethical scriptures. Sages wrote those ethical scriptures, but but as per the advice of God, they wrote whatever God told, they wrote. Even Vedas are also like that. God told them the Vedic hymns and they wrote, they recorded the same Vedic hymns. They are told by God and recorded by sages. Similarly, ethical scriptures also were told by God and recorded by sages. So that constitution of God in the form of ethical scriptures of sages exists, and that is one dharma shastra, that is dharma, that is one dharma. Another dharma is that based on those scriptures only, the constitution of the nation is also prepared. So, to follow the constitution of the nation is also the first step of following the constitution written by God. It is like LKG class, following the constitution of the nation. It is like higher classes to follow the constitution of God. Constitution of God in the form of scriptures written by divine sages. So both fit. LKG also fits in the education system, and also the other classes, higher classes. Okay? Next.
Swami, another question from Uday. Swami, you mentioned that detachment to worldly relationships should be consequence of attachment to God. Attachment to God should come through knowing the personality of God and spiritual knowledge preached by contemporary human incarnation. Swami, don't you think if someone studies without minimum threshold of emotional stability and mental clarity to understand spiritual concepts, there are more chances to use spiritual concepts to avoid responsibilities and escape from emotions? Could you please comment on it?
Once again, read.
Swami, don't you think if someone studies without minimum threshold of emotional stability and mental clarity to understand the spiritual concepts, there are more chances to use the spiritual concepts to avoid responsibilities and escape from emotions? Please comment on this.
Who has asked this question?
Uday Swami.
Uday. Again you read.
Here,
I'm not catching the point.
Swami, in your website, you always speak about detachment to worldly relationships and leaving all worldly bonds and justice for the sake of God. So here Uday is pointing out a scenario where the person's mental stability and emotional stability is not perfect, and he is utilizing these points of knowledge to escape the worldly responsibilities of taking care of family and justice, and instead of going to God, he wants to misuse it.
See, if the spiritual concepts are misused so that the duties are escaped, it is wrong. That is my comment. It is not a correct path. When duties, once you marry, the duties of the family fall on your head. And you have to discharge those duties. After marrying and getting children, if you don't discharge the duties, that is not ethics, that is not justice. Because you have married after promising on God. See, in the marriage, Agni is kindled, fire. That fire represents God. You are promising on God that you will discharge your duties throughout our life. Dharme nati charami, adhe nati charami, kame nati charami, like that. You have promised on God. Now you are failing in your promise, the promise done on God, and now seeking the grace of the same God. In one way, you have promised on God and failed in that promise. Now God becomes angry with you. How can you get grace from God? If you are concentrated on God, like Shankara, you should have not married, you should not have children. You can straightly from Brahmacharya ashrama, you can jump to sannyas ashrama. Nobody objects. But having married and getting children, now discarding all of them for the sake of God, that even God does not appreciate. He will not accept such things. You can carry on your spiritual effort along with your wife. You can advise her also about the spiritual knowledge. You can advise the same spiritual knowledge to your children also. So now you develop the entire family towards God, you lead them into spiritual knowledge. That is good, that is very good. God will very much appreciate for that. But you can't leave them. You may put one question. The children, family may oppose my spiritual effort. Okay, then also you are not spoiled, because when there is opposition force, your effort will increase more.
Yes.
Like a culvert, water flowing due to culvert, the speed will stop for some time. But when it falls, when it crosses the culvert, the speed will be terrible. So even Vighna is going to help the sadhana. Even the hurdle helps the speed of your spiritual effort. So take it in that way and continue your spiritual effort. Or you can also deceive them for the sake of spiritual. If they are not reformed by any way, they are always opposing you, becoming headache, then you deceive them, you cheat them, and do your sadhana. Such a cheating will not bring you any sin, because you are doing sadhana for achieving the grace of God, and you are not deceiving them for the sake of your love to some other human beings. Just like due to the love on the prostitute leaving the wife, then that is sin. But you are deceiving the wife for the sake of spiritual effort towards God. That is not a sin at all. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam varja ahantva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. That will not touch you as a sin. There won't be any punishment for that, because you have tried your level best to change them towards the spiritual side. All efforts failed. This is the last way to escape from their opposition force and continue into your spiritual effort. So since it is the last effort, you can cheat them, you can act before them. That is what is called as Kundalini Vakragamanam. Kundalini going in a serpent-like way. That is not going, don't deal with them straightly. Deal with them in a curved manner. By that you are not harming them. You are not doing any harm to them. You are only escaping their ignorant force and doing your work. That does not bring any sin. Even fundamentally, if you analyze, sin cannot come out of it. You are not beating, you are not scolding them. Nothing like that. No torture is given. In fact, they are torturing you. And you are escaping their torture only. You are not torturing them in any way. So there is no question of sin. Next question.
Swami, next, Swami, my question here as a sequence of Uday's question. Suppose there is a person who is misusing the concepts of God, and in the disguise of following God, he is escaping all the responsibilities. He or she, what is the fate of that person?
See, I have already told, while carrying the responsibilities, the basic responsibilities, which are duties, you have to do sadhana. You have to carry on your spiritual effort without damaging your duties. In Gita it is also told, Niyatang kuru karmatvam karmajyayo hyakarmanaha. You should do your duties. And avoiding the duties is not correct. In Gita it is clearly told, Niyatang kuru karmatvam. You perform your inevitable duties. Because you have married, nobody forced you to marry, nobody tied your hands and legs and made you to sit in the marriage. When you are telling, no, I want to become a saint. Like that you are crying and they have tied your hands and legs and made you sit in the marriage. So you willingly did the marriage, you willingly produced the children. So you have the duties, you have the moral duty, you have your responsibility. You can't act as per your moods. No, then I have mood. Now I don't have mood. So I won't perform. Like that you can't say escape. You have done marriage. You have done marriage by your willingness. Nobody forced you. So, niyatang kuru karmatvam. You must do your duties. That you can't escape. Why I told you to cheat them? In the context, if they oppose your efforts, if they are forcibly opposing you not to do your spiritual efforts, in that case, you cheat them. That is what, in that context only God told, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. You leave all the duties, all the dharma shastras, all the morals. She is my wife, they are my children, I should not cheat them. Then don't cheat, then leave God. See, this is told as without causing any damage to them and by cheating. See, I was reminded of an incident with Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. One disciple complained that he is attending the Satsanga with Sri Paramahamsa and going late to the house. He was recently married. So his wife is becoming very angry, scolding, all that. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa advised him, I will tell mother. He was going to I'll tell you my mother. I have already told my mother. She told that she will take care of that. Your wife will not become angry from today onwards. My mother, Kali, promised. Like that, he consoled and sent. But in the place of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, if I existed, I don't have such a power of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa to talk with Mother Kali. Seeing Mother Kali, then itself I will be fainted. So what I will tell is, I will advise to that devotee, you tell your wife that every day you are attending some extra work so that your goal is to purchase a golden belt for her. Very costly that is. To purchase that golden belt to you, I am doing some extra work. Shall I stop my extra work? She said, no. You come still 1 hour more late and get that belt as early as possible. Do more work. Come late by 1 hour more. Okay? This is the Yoga Shastra. Kundalini Vakragamanam. The serpentine way of Kundalini. That is, just cheat her. By telling like that, you are not looting anything from her. You are not beating her. You are not scolding her. You are not stopping food to her. Huh? You are not stopping purchase of saris for her. So this is sinless way. Such cheating will not be a sin. But if the same sin is done by you, you are going to a prostitute and then tell her, I am doing extra work with the prostitute and earn some more money to purchase a golden belt for you, then that is greatest sin. You will fall in the hell. You will be punished very much. You may be punished even on the earth itself because Achyutkataih papapunyaihi ihaiva phalamashruti. Very serious sins get punishments here itself while you are alive on this earth, not after your death in the hell. So, you are doing that for the sake of attending Satsanga with Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who is an incarnation of God. So, there is no sin. Since I don't have that much power of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, so in my own way I will solve the problem. What is the wrong? See, you are going to an allopathic doctor. He is curing your disease through his medicines. You have come to me, I am an Ayurvedic doctor. With my Ayurvedic medicines, I will cure your disease. Is it wrong? Nothing wrong. In both cases, the disease is cured. Is it not? So that is the answer. Okay.
Swami, this question is regarding behavior reformation. Every individual is born with negative and positive samskaras like negative like lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego, jealousy. Positives like curiosity, intelligence, compassion, creativity, friendliness, etc. Instead of directing negative vices towards God, isn't it possible to focus and improve positive personality to achieve success and fame?
See, it depends on the case of the devotee. If the devotee is in right path, the advice will be you divert your good qualities towards God. The second middle type of advice is you better eradicate your bad qualities, develop good qualities, and then divert those good qualities to God. That is the next advice, middle level advice. The floor level advice, the third type of advice is if he is unable to eradicate his bad qualities, he is unable to develop good qualities, he is always with bad qualities only, then the third type of advice is you divert your bad qualities to God. That is the last resort. That is not the first advice. The last type of advice. I am unable to divert. I don't have good qualities, so I can't divert my good qualities. I am unable to rectify my bad qualities and develop good qualities. I am always governed, controlled by bad qualities only. In that case, we are saying divert your bad qualities towards God. Instead of treating a prostitute as your girlfriend, treat God as your boyfriend. In illegal way. That is what the Rasakelli dance beginning, you see. They are married, they are householders, in justified pravrutti, justified worldly life. But they, in the middle of the night, when everybody was sleeping, they escaped the house and coming and dancing with God Krishna. So exactly that is the thing. They are diverting their bad qualities to God Krishna, to God. And by that, they went to Goloka, the higher than God's abode. That means how? See, they were with God Krishna. And they were reborn sages. Sages always like God very much. So in the daytime, they are doing their duties towards the families. Just as we thought duties must be done. They are doing the duties because they want to advise the entire humanity on several points. So once you married, you get children, you must do your duties. That is what they were doing in the daytime. And in the night time also up to 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock only, when all slept, they were going to God Krishna. They wanted the presence of God. Sannidhi. Daiva Sannidhi. For Satsanga, the Sannidhi is needed. They were with God. In fact, actually, they were dancing, we told, they were dancing, but they were asking questions, and God Krishna was replying. It was only Satsanga. Huh? But if we tell this Satsanga, nobody will come. Even bad soul will not turn towards God. Some new dance which you don't get in any pub. A new style dance. Then they will be attracted. Okay? So, what is that we are speaking?
Good qualities and bad qualities.
Good qualities. When the soul is unable to develop good qualities, unable to eradicate the bad qualities, then only its bad qualities are to be diverted towards God, so that God will not allow those bad qualities to grow further. He will start suppressing those bad qualities. He will reform the soul towards correct path. Initially, he might have danced for some time. Initially. But in course of time, as the love of the devotee towards God's personality develops more and more, then the devotee will come to know the actual personality of God. Actual personality of God, the real personality of God, likes only justice and not injustice. So, the God's personality became very dear to that devotee. Then the devotee wants to imitate the personality of God. The devotee will become justified. The devotee will leave injustice. It is only an initial attraction, white lie, ardhavada. Just like giving chocolate to the boy to go to school. But the boy will drop the chocolates after LKG, UKG, or first standard, second standard. Even if he goes to PG class, give me chocolate, then only I will go to university. Nobody says like that. Okay? Initial attraction. That is not wrong. Telling lies also is not a wrong in the initial attraction. The mother says to the child, if you complete the food, moon will come down from the sky. You can play with the moon. It is a lie. But believing that lie, the child will eat the food. Something good only happened to the child. By this lie, the child did not lose anything. Instead, she gained profit, benefit. No loss. So therefore there is no sin on the part of the mother. So such lies are told as ardhavadas or white lies, due to which sin will not come. Next.
This is last question from Uday. What is meant by self-surrender? What are its characteristics or qualities?
Self, what is the meaning of self? Self means the entire individual is self. Atma. Atma nivedanam. That is the last step in the devotion. Sakhyam Atma nivedanam. What is Atma? If you go to the dictionary of Sanskrit language, Amarakosham, etc., Atma means everything about a soul is Atma. The body is Atma. Inside there is mind. Mind is Atma. Buddhi, intelligence, it is also called as Atma. And inside there is Jiva, individual soul. That is also Atma. Inside there is the soul. Soul is also called as Atma. Everything about an individual is called as Atma. The meaning of that word Atma. Atma does not mean only some awareness present in the body. Even the body is called as Atma. Even the mind is called as Atma. Even the intelligence is called as Atma. So, Atma Nivedanam, self-surrender means surrendering everything of that soul and surrendering the soul itself. Nothing is left over with the soul which is not surrendered to God. In negative way we can say, Neti neti chachachate tadvidaha. Everything, every part of the creation. Is it God? Is it God? No, it is not God. This is not God. This is not God. This is not God. Neti neti. Na iti. Then what is God? That which is beyond all these is God. Whatever you ask, I will say no. All these are not God. Whatever you can't ask, no, now I can't ask about God, you will say. That which you cannot ask is God. So, Atma, self-surrender means there is nothing left over. What is not surrendered? There is nothing that is related to the individual. Abraham or Bhakta Shiryala sacrificed their sons for the sake of God. Because the son is related to that individual. The property related to the individual is surrendered to God, Sudama. So, when this self-surrender comes, this is total surrender. Even every thought is surrendered to God. Tameva sharanangacha sarva bhavena bharata. Let all your thoughts are also be surrendered to God. Let them be surrendered to God. Every thought, even the thought which you get, that is also always related to God only. No thought you are getting which is not related to God. So, when such a stage comes, such a stage comes in the climax level of love to God. Due to love towards a prostitute, suppose the prostitute asks your gold chain or gold watch, you may surrender. Suppose the prostitute tells, you give me your life. No, I won't give my life. There is a limitation. I can give the golden chain. I can give the gold ring. I can even steal the golden jewels of my wife, bring and give to you. But if you ask my life, I won't give my life. So there is a limitation. But if God asks for the life. Even if God doesn't ask for the life, Gopikas sacrificed their life. When Krishna is absent, they were unable to tolerate that separation from Krishna. They jumped into the fire and sacrificed. Anything? They sacrificed. They sacrificed their lives, which will not be sacrificed for the sake of any other individual. So that is total surrender, means there is nothing related to that individual which is not surrendered to God. In negative way we can answer that question, give the answer. Like neti neti. I can't say that this is God, but I can say which is not God. Science identifies the items which are not God. Our people thought awareness is God. But science identified that awareness is not God. Awareness is only generated from food. If you don't give food to a person, he dies. There is no awareness. Awareness disappears. You can't bring back the awareness. So awareness is just a byproduct of food. That is what even Veda says. Adhyah prithivya voshadhaya voshadhebhyo annam annat purushaha. Annat purushaha. Purushaha means awareness. That is from annat, from food. Food is the cause. Purushaha, awareness is the product. Awareness disappears if food is not given. Simple experiment. So awareness must have been generated from the food. So therefore, what I am telling about what?
About self-surrender to God.
Self-surrender. Self-surrender means the climax of love. The climax of pure love. Pure love means love without anything, aspiration, any aspiration in return from God. No aspiration of any selfish pleasure from God. If I worship God, God will give me money. By money I get selfish pleasure. Okay? So that pure love to God, pure love, real love to God means any love is said to be the true love when there is nothing for you not to surrender to God, and there should be no aspiration in return from God for your selfish pleasure. That is the total definition. There are clauses. All the clauses are important.
Wonderful, Swami. Swami, question from Ramakant and Abhiram. Padanamaskaram, Swami. Does God Rama preach spiritual knowledge? Did God Rama preach spiritual knowledge in his entire lifetime? If not, what would be the reason? Could you please provide few scenarios where one can identify Rama as God? Because you said that God is an embodiment of spiritual knowledge and divine love. But here we do not see Rama preaching any text like Krishna preaching Bhagavad Gita or Adi Shankara giving the Advaita commentary. So how do we identify Rama as God?
See, Rama did not preach with mouth. But he preached all the spiritual knowledge through his practice, which is more valuable than preaching by mouth. You may preach by mouth, you may not practice it. There is no use of such spiritual knowledge. Practice is the real preaching. When somebody came to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, some mother told that her child is eating jaggery much. Bellam, jaggery. Please advise my son not to eat jaggery. Then he told, you come after 1 month. After 1 month, she brought the son. Then Paramahamsa told, hey, you don't eat jaggery. Then the mother told, you should have told, you could have told her this same statement then itself. Why you took 1 month? Again you asked me to come, spending some charges on the conveyance. Huh? Now you say don't eat jaggery. This you could have told in the last visit itself. Then Paramahamsa told, I am also having weakness of eating jaggery. For during this 1 month, I did a lot of effort to restrict eating jaggery. Now I am not eating jaggery. Therefore now I have right. I become authority to preach, not to eat jaggery. So without practice, the preaching is not valid at all. And when he preached the practice, is it not preaching? It is better preaching. See, you are explaining a concept with mouth. You are explaining the concept with practice, with experiment. Experimentally you are demonstrating that concept. Is it not a better way of preaching? Is it not? Immediately, without any headache, immediately one can learn. Very easy to learn. So Rama was the real preacher. Because he experimented everything to the humanity. He experimented everything to the humanity. So he is the greatest preacher. Through his practice, he preached. All things practiced by him were the concepts of spiritual knowledge. So Rama is the best preacher.
Understood, Swami. Swami, this question is from Jayesh Pandey. In Sanatana Dharma, which Mata Pitha should Hindus follow in present times to know the general Sanatana guidelines for present times and to know the will of God for Hindus for present times? Which Mata Pitha should Hindus follow?
You see, every Mata Pitha follows some tradition to reach God. All these ways lead to God. All the roads lead to Rome. All the rivers lead to the ocean. All these are, every path is leading to God. That is what Swami Vivekananda told in his first speech. Ruchiram Vaichitriat Rujukutila Nana Padhajusham Nunameko Gamyas Swamasi Payasa Marnaveva. One river may go straight, one river may go through curved path, but all the rivers are finally reaching the ocean only, the God only. So you can follow any pitha, any matapitha. Every matapitha is leading to God only. But the certain concepts of every matapitha, are bad. Because whenever a matapitha is established, the establisher is a human incarnation. Buddha is established by Buddha. Buddha is God. Advaita Shankaracharya Pitha, established by Adi Shankara, who is the incarnation of God Shiva. All Vaishnava Pithas, established by Ramanuja. He is Bhagavad Ramanuja. He is God Vishnu. And all Madhva Pithas, established by Madhacharya. He is the incarnation of God Brahma. So, the establisher is God. Later on, as time passes, there are some good followers and there are some bad followers also. As time passes. The good followers, they just follow the original Acharya, the establisher. They simply follow the concepts and support those concepts. So the good ideas, good concepts were established by the original human incarnation of God, and they were supported by good followers. But there are some bad followers also in every religion. In every pitha, there are some bad followers who suffer with ego, jealousy, and ignorance. So, they developed certain bad concepts. Now, after a long time, now the religion contains 90% good concepts, but 10% bad concepts are also there in every matapitha. If you remove all those bad concepts from every religion, the good concepts present in one religion are going to be exactly the same good concepts in any other religion. You cannot distinguish the religions. All become one only, because those concepts were established by the human incarnation of God in the beginning. The good concepts of Shankara Pitha are established by God Shiva. All are good. The good concepts of Vaishnava Pitha are established by Ramanuja, the God Vishnu. They are all good. The good concepts established by Madhacharya, God Brahma, they are all good. But some ignorant people, in course of time, they spoil, they mix their bad concepts, they are inserted, they insert their bad concepts into the religion, and at least 10% concepts of every religion are bad. This won't be accepted by any religion. What they say, any religion followers, the concepts of our religions are 100% good. The concepts of any other religion are 100% bad. So, in this present situation, when you see all good concepts are alike, you must concentrate on the similar concepts present in all religions. They are good concepts. And bad always takes different paths. The differing bad concepts you should leave. You have also some intellect and analysis. You can, if you analyze impartially, without blind fascination, to your own religion, this blind fascination must go. The brain must become open. The heart must be open. The mind should be open mind. And it should be broad. When this you develop, you will understand all good concepts of all religions, and you will discard all bad concepts of all religions. Why you are unable to do this? The reason is you are conservative. You have blind fascination to a particular tradition. That blind fascination must disappear. And impartial analysis should come. That is buddhi. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, in the second chapter, in the beginning chapter itself, God emphasizes about buddhi yoga, sankhya yoga, or jnana yoga. Analyze. Buddhi is very important because it analyzes impartially. It will say, not only in your religion something bad is there, it will say something bad is there in you. The intellect is so impartial that it will point out the defect present in the person itself. This is not the defect in your religion. This is not defect in your any other individual. This is your defect. The intellect will tell. Such an impartial, beautiful faculty given by God to you. You are closing that broad, sharp, deep analyzing intellect. You are neglecting it. You are not developing that. You are not focusing on that. You are focusing on your blind fascination, conservatism, foolishness, rigidity. And when bad concepts are there in your religion, your consciousness repels. Subconsciousness, it repels. That is why you are now asking me the question, which tradition I should follow? Your own intellect, your own consciousness is repelling to the bad concepts present in your own religion. See, you told, he asked about Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma means the very old age, very ancient religion. Very ancient, does it not have any defect? Puranamityeva sadhu sarvam. Don't think that all ancient is, all old is gold. Nachapi sarvam navamityavajyam. Don't think that all latest is best. Santah pariksha anyatarad bhajante. What you should do? You should examine both old and both new. Both old and new, both you examine, analyze, and take the good thing. In a particular context, the old is good. The latest is bad. In another context, the old is bad. The new is good. Don't think modha parapratyaya buddhi. What a fool does, he either believes the entire old or entire new. Total old is good or total old is bad. Somebody will say total latest is worst or total latest is the best. He will stick only to one and continue with that in every context. Let any context come. What old said, I will follow that. Let any context come, what the modern science says, that I will follow. And you take both in that context, you take both old and new, examine it. Whichever is good you take. You are going to shop, examining various items. TV, you want to purchase TV. You will examine several TVs and select the best TV. You will not say, what is the oldest TV present in your shop? So don't stick to old or to new, because whether it is old or new, circumstances were same. Both good and bad existed. Old, Kurta Yuga. Was there not Hiranyakashipu? Was there not Hiranyaksha? Was there not Somakasura who was killed by Matsyavatara? Was there not Bali Chakravarti who was suppressed by God Vishnu? They are all old. Kurta Yuga only. And was there not Hiranyakashipu who was killed by God Vishnu? Was there not Parashurama who killed all the kings? Bad existed even in Kurta Yuga. In Kali Yuga also good exists. How many good devotees Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is an incarnation in the Kali Yuga. Shankara is in Kali Yuga. Ramanuja is in Kali Yuga. Madhvacharya is in Kali Yuga. How many? Satya Sai, Kali Yuga. Shirdi Sai, Kali Yuga. How many good people were there in Kali Yuga? How many bad people were there in Kurta Yuga, Satya Yuga? So, in Bhagavad Gita, see, we know that Vedas are the authorities for the ancient Sanatana Dharma. That everybody knows, everybody agrees. God Krishna criticized Vedas in Bhagavad Gita. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna. The Vedas are related to three gunas, Sattvam, Rajas and Tamas. Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna. You reject all the three gunas. Because God is beyond all the three gunas. Excellent. This is from the mouth of God Krishna. Is it not? So in certain concepts, even you can reject Veda. Reject Veda means no, Veda is told by God. See, provided you take in proper context, everything was told good. But there are misinterpretations of Vedic statements also. If you take Veda in the light of that misinterpretation, you must reject that Veda. Because you are taking it in the light of misinterpretation. There is one Sunnala Pannam in Veda. Brahmane Brahmanamalabhate Kshatraya Rajanyam Marudhyo Vaishyam. Like that. You know the interpretation given. Brahmane Brahmanamalabhate. To please God Brahma, you must give bali of a Brahmana. Alabhate means kill, sacrifice. Sacrificing animals, goats and... huh? So this is written. Alabhate, according to grammar, he is correct. Vijaranya is correct. Perfectly correct. As per grammar, as per Shastras, he wrote the commentary. But here it is giving misinterpretation. Alabhate, if you take it in the sense of killing, as giving sacrifice, you must reject that Vedic statement. That is what I... Nistrayigunyo bhavarjuna. Even Buddha rejected Veda yajnas because animals are killed. Alabhate, there you should take ang labhate, means approach completely. Labhate means approach, become close. Approach completely to know the nature of Brahman. You must approach a Brahmana. Brahmana means Brahmajnani. Who knows Brahman, that spiritual preacher, that Brahmana, you should approach. Alabhate means completely surrender and approach. Always be in his association to learn the subject. Of course, Panini has told it in the sense of killing. As per grammar, as per this rules of grammar, Vijaranya is perfectly correct. He went as per the Shastra. Tasmat Shastram Pramanante. Shastra is the authority. Perfect, he is perfect. I am not finding fault with him. But here, if you take that statement in the sense which I have told just now, how nice it is, how beautiful it is. So to know God, Brahman, you must kill a spiritual preacher. Is it? You must reject it immediately. Your consciousness is rebelling to accept that statement. Kshatraya Rajanyam. To please the God by the name Kshatriya, you must kill a king, a very good king, Rajanyam. Marudhyo Vaishyam. If you want to please the Marut Devatas, you must kill a Vaishya. This alabhate verb should be interpreted in a different way. That is correct in one context. Suppose you use it, Rama killed Ravana because he is a bad demon. There if you use this word alabhate in the sense of killing, It's very good. Of course, the interpretation given by Vidyaranya is based on grammar, Shastra, authority. He is perfectly correct. And I am wrong. Because I am going against the Panini grammar. Against the rules of grammar I am going. But let me go. What is the logical meaning? What is the correct meaning? That should be your approach. I may violate the Shastra. It is not. After all, it is written by Panini. Panini is also a sage, a human being. He is not God Shiva. He is not God Vishnu. He is not God Brahma. So you must have guts to go against your religion if it is wrong. If you identify your faults, the faults present in your religion, then you will not, seeing you, every religion will rectify its own faults. See, human beings are like monkeys. A cap seller putting cap on his head slept under a tree. The monkeys on the tree came down, took those caps and put their caps on their heads and climbed the tree. The cap seller requested the monkeys, please give me the caps, your caps. The caps did not give because that fellow is wearing the cap. Is he greater than us? If he is wearing cap, we are also greater than him actually. We must have caps on our heads. Then the cap seller took his cap in disgust and threw it on the floor, vexed. Then all monkeys took the caps, threw on the floor. They thought that perhaps a person is wise if he is not capped. Somebody puts cap on your head, you are not wise, he is wise. So removing cap shows wisdom. Wearing a cap shows ignorance. This must be the interpretation. Then they threw all the caps. So you need not find fault with other religions. You need not find fault with any other religion. You rectify your fault. Everybody will rectify their own faults like those monkeys. You become a cap seller first. But you are also a monkey. You don't want to leave your cap. How can you make all the monkeys to remove their caps? So the best way is to rectify your fault. I think I have written in Hinduism deeply studied recent book. So everything is good, both old and both new. Both are good if certain faults introduced by bad followers are removed. As long as the defects exist, whatever may be the religion, how does it matter? Maybe Sanatana Dharma, or maybe some Buddha Dharma, or some other Dharma. As long as those 10% defects exist, as long as you don't have broad mind to analyze, identify, and get rid of them, don't follow them. Let others in your religion follow, but you don't follow. Seeing you, the people in your own religion will change. Then seeing the people of a religion, other religions will change. So this confusion which I should follow comes only due to the defects. Defects of the religions. When you see any religion, including your own Sanatana Dharma, when some 10% defects are seen, you get confused. Which religion I should follow? Which matha I should follow? In every matha, there are 10% shatas. Shatas means bad people.
Excellent answer, Swami.
Okay.
Swami, another next question by Shri Ganesh. Padanamaskaram Swamiji. Why is it necessary for Grihasthas to do both Karma Falatyaga and Karma Sannyasa? What are the consequences if they don't? At your divine feet, Ganesh V.
See, if they don't do, they are not punished in the hell. If you don't perform your IAS interview well, you will not be punished. Hey, why you did not perform IAS interview well? We will put you in the jail for 1 month. There is nothing like that. If you don't perform the interview well, you will not get the post. Benefit is lost. If they don't do, benefit is lost. But for not doing, some loss will not come. You understood? Yes, benefit, you will lose the benefit. But you will not get any loss. You will not become a district collector. You will become an ordinary citizen, following the collector's orders. You cannot order anybody. You are losing the benefit. Losing the benefit is not getting some loss. You will not be punished. You will not go to hell. What is the question you asked?
Is it necessary for Grihasthas?
Karma sannyasa and karma phalatyaga. See, a householder naturally yearns to maintain his family. Is it not? He earns quite a lot. He has to earn. So he can do karma phalatyaga. He can sacrifice something as Guru Dakshina. You are licking the anuses of the family members every minute and pushing the money through the anuses into the stomach. You dirty fellow. Can't you give some Guru Dakshina to God? Is it not? So, not giving Guru Dakshina does not mean that you will go to hell. But you will miss Brahmaloka. So, something you are capable of donating to the Guru. Who is Sadguru? Who is the incarnation of God? Who is God himself? Guru is Sadguru. Sadguru is God. And you can do also karma sannyasa, some service. You have taken food. Daily you are doing unnecessary exercises. Can't you do some exercise, some work for God? God's sake. You are going and running in PWD grounds. So can't you do some little service by pressing the feet of the Sadguru? So you are capable of doing both these things, the householder. Whereas a saint, he begs his own food. He doesn't earn anything. But he has got physical energy. He can do karma sannyasa. He can do some work. Okay? So they are convenient. Convenient. Huh? So a householder must do both karma phalatyaga and karma sannyasa. And a saint also can be devotee of God. A saint does not mean reach the ultimate stage. See, Adi Shankara has 4 disciples. All the 4 disciples are saints. Okay? They are also still they are disciples. So such saints, they can do karma sannyasa only and not karma phalatyaga. They cannot sacrifice any money because they don't earn anything. They beg for their food. But a householder already earns not for the sake of God, for his kith and kin, for his family, for his worldly bonds. Even some wealth is earned for 10 generations, future generations. Still he is running to earn the wealth. So in that, from that, some 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 10 rupees, as per your capacity. Can't you give Gurdakshina to Sadguru? Then why God should protect you? You are enjoying all your wealth is from the creation of God only. And by the grace of God only you are living. You are a beggar actually. That Sadguru is not beggar. You are the beggar of him. Okay? Next.
Mind-blowing answer, Swami. This is the question from JSR Prasad sir. Sashtanga Namaskaram Swami. Devotees celebrate Kalyanams like Shiva Parvati Kalyanam, Sita Rama Kalyanam, Shri Venkateshwara Kalyanam, etc. What is the actual meaning of these rituals? Kindly enlighten us.
You see, actually there is one Vedic statement. Striyas sate pugum saahu. All the souls are not only females, but also wives of God. Wives of God means immediately we take in sexual sense only. Actually, the wife is told as karyeshu mantri karaneshu dasi. Bhojyecha mata, shenecha rambha, rupecha lakshmi, shamaya dharitri. Kalatrakam shadguna mahuraryaha. The wife does lot of service to the husband in the ancient tradition. In the present tradition, it is reverse. The husband does a lot of service to wife. Because if the husband gives 1 rupee to Gurdakshina as Gurdakshina, the wife will tear him into pieces. Vertically first, then horizontally. Like you cut the vegetables. First you tear vertically, then horizontally into pieces. So I am talking about the ancient tradition. As per the ancient tradition. Because all these quotations are from the ancient scholars only. So as per their times they write. So, what is the question?
What is the meaning of the rituals of Kalyanam?
Kalyana Gunas.
Not Kalyana Guna Swami, Shiva Parvati Kalyanam.
Kalyanam. So this Kalyanam, when the Kalyanam is done, Parvati and Parameshwara Kalyanam is done, or Lakshmi and Narayana Kalyanam is done, like that, or Sita Rama Kalyanam is done. There you have to take you must imagine yourself in the place of Sita, not in the place of Rama. Some of the priests in the Kalyanam, they put that Mangalasutram by their hands.
They will touch Rama's
hands and put. There, the priest feels that the Rama is, because it is statue, that is statue, he is, as a representative, he is doing. But the priest should not think that he is marrying Sita. Such a bad idea comes to the mind of a priest, that fellow will die there itself. He'll be destroyed completely. Always you should think that you are Sita and God is Rama. Striyas satihi pugumsa ahuhu. All these souls are not only females, but also wives. How to justify? Immediately people will misinterpret this in the line of sex. It is not in the line of sex at all. Because female, why every soul is told as female? The soul is created by God. Prakriti. Prakriti means great creation. Soul is also a part of creation. Para Prakriti. Creation is of two types, Apara Prakriti and Para Prakriti. Para Prakriti is the soul. So, not only inert objects are created by God, but also alive objects are also created by God only. So, this is Para Prakriti. This is a part of creation. Soul is a part of creation. Prakriti, the word itself is feminine gender. Strilinga. Prakritihi. Ikarantaha. Strilingaha. Purushaha. Akarantaha. Pumlingaha. Purusha and Prakriti. Prakritim Purushanchaiva Vidhyanadi Ubhavapi. Gita says. Purusha. Purusha means male, masculine. All those masculine character, personality is in God only. See, compared to some subdivision, he is male and she is female. But compared all these human beings and God, all these human beings are females. And God is the only male. You know that story of Mirabai also. In Tulsidas ashrama, she wants some asylum to spend that night in that ashrama asylum. Tulsidas. Then Tulsidas tells, here only males sleep, not females. Then Mira tells, is there a male in us in souls? I am thinking so far, Lord Krishna is only the Purusha, or male. I am thinking all the souls are females only. Is there a male in us? Tulsidas is her guru. Then that guru fell on her feet. Whatever she told was from Veda. Striyasate pugumsaho. So here, if you have all this now, then Bharta and Bharya. Bharta means Bibharti iti Bharta. He who maintains is the Bharta. He who is maintained is Bharya. Bhriyate iti Bharya. Maintainer and maintained. I am sitting on this chair. This chair is maintainer and I maintain. This chair is my Bharta and I am his Bharya. Because the chair is maintaining me and I am maintained by it. There is no sexual sense here. Maintenance. Vibharti bhriyati. So in that sense, dependent owner. So, bharya karyeshu mantri karaneshu dasi. Bharya serves the husband like a servant. So the devotee shall serve the God like a servant. You should take in that sense. So, if you have all this knowledge and see a kalyanam, you should feel that you are a soul, you are maintained by God, and that Sita is the wife of God Rama. God Rama is the husband of Sita. God Rama is God, whereas Sita is in a role character only. Even though she is God, but in this world drama, she incarnated as the wife of Rama, not as the husband of Rama. So you should keep yourself in the place of Sita, and you should feel as if God Rama is marrying you, your wife, and he is the husband. You may be the husband of some human soul, female soul. But for both of you, the ultimate husband is God. That means I am sitting on this chair. I am the wife of this chair. This garland is in my neck. I am maintaining this garland. But ultimately, the garland and myself both are wives of the chair only. I may be the husband of this garland because I am maintaining it. But both of us are ultimately maintained by the chair. While we recite Subramanya Ashtakam, He Swami Natha Karunakara Jena Bandhu, He Swami Natha. Natha means, oh husband. You are addressing God Subramanya as husband. Your wife may hear that and may think, he is my husband, he has got some other husband. She will misunderstand. So, there, that Kalyanam, we do that Kalyanam thinking that the God is pleased by that Kalyanam and He will give our worldly desires. He will grant our worldly desires. This is what we go to Tirupati, Kalyanam, we do all this, only to fulfill our worldly desires. That should not be the attitude. The attitude is, even though you are a male, you must kill your male ego. Thinking that you are a female, thinking that you are wife of the God. God is your husband. So your male ego will be crushed. That is the spiritual benefit. By doing the Kalyanam of God and observing that Kalyanam, you are expected to crush your masculine ego.
Excellent answer, Swami. Swami, next question by B. Uday. Padanamaskaram, Swami. I have read that various types of yoga, such as Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Karma Yoga, are designed for personalized spiritual efforts based on individual temperament, because everyone have different set of abilities. That is, Jnana Yoga is good for individuals with logical intelligence, Bhakti Yoga is for people with emotional intelligence, Karma Yoga is for people who has coordination of sense organs and work organs. You always mention the sequence of all types of individuals, Jnana Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga and Karma Yoga. Can you please explain it?
You see, you are studying MA or MSc in a university. But you are having BSc degree already. With BSc degree, you can work as a school teacher also. Now if you say, since I am engaged in studying MSc, since I have already BSc, in my place, somebody else will come to the school and teach, give me salary. I am BSc. I am eligible to become a school teacher. I am sending somebody on my behalf to the school to teach and give the salary to me.
Not possible.
Is it possible?
Not possible.
So if you study Jnana Yoga, you yourself must come to Bhakti Yoga, you yourself come to Karma Yoga, you yourself will get the benefit. If Jnana Yoga is for some people, Bhakti Yoga is for some people, and Karma Yoga is for some people, what is the use of this whole system? The system is not helping anybody. That fellow whom you sent to the school, he is not teaching because he is not BSc actually. He studied only 5th standard or 4th standard. He is not doing that work. And since you are a teacher teaching in the school, you can't listen your MSc lesson properly. You are a teacher, you are doing the work. Or you have to leave the benefit. Don't take the salary. So, you see, when you go from Jnana Yoga to Bhakti Yoga to Karma Yoga, when the same person goes, the same person is getting the fruit. You are in Jnana Yoga, he is in Bhakti Yoga, he is in Karma Yoga. In every stage, the previous stages will assist. See, when you do Karma Yoga, I told that you must also have the theoretical knowledge and theoretical devotion. Then only when you do Karma Phalatyaga to God, you will have the submissiveness, obedience that is arrived from spiritual knowledge, that is arrived from Bhakti Yoga. Unless you are thorough in Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, you cannot pass in Karma Yoga. Because without Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, if you are giving donation to God, some Guru Dakshina you are giving, how you will give, You will take that money, throw on his face, come and give me salvation. I have done Karma Phalatyaga. Throw on the face. Because you don't have knowledge. You don't have the submissiveness of Bhakti Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga, he is my owner, I am his servant. That is the Bhakti Yoga. You don't have any attraction towards him because you are unable, you are not knowing, you are not having the knowledge of his personality. There is no attraction. Due to absence of Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga is not produced, not generated. When Bhakti Yoga is not generated, will you do Karma Yoga? Is it not? So, in one individual only, all the three should be present. Since he is weak physically, let him, he is intelligent, let him study Jnana Yoga. Since he is very emotional, let him study Bhakti Yoga. Since he has got good wealth, let him do Karma Phala Tyaga, Karma Yoga. To whom the fruit should come? See, a single individual is doing some progress, and that single individual is given some benefit, fruit. But this is quite, this is like the 3 directors of a company representing the management of that company, like that. Atri did not accept this. When Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva appeared, telling that we 3 put together is God, is Brahma, is God. Then A3, he refused the 3. He should be only 1, not 3. It's not a committee of company's directors. 3 directors are the management of that company. Not like that. He did not agree.
Thank you, Swami. Actually, many people have this confusion, Swami. It's clarified very thoroughly. This question is by Srimati Priyanka. Padanamaskaram, Swami. In Shri Datta Guru Bhagavad Gita, verse 12.39 says, "My original nature is peace, which is the characteristics of the position after climbing the ladder of yoga. Bliss is power and peace is its controlling boundary. Peace is greater than bliss. Equal enjoyment of both sweet and hot dishes is yoga, which is achieved by my grace only." And so on. Here, could you please give me clarity on what peace is the controlling boundary of bliss means?
See, bliss is power. Bliss is power. Even sorrow is power. By grief and by depression, heart attack can come. And by extra bliss, heart attack also can come. So bliss is power. Whenever there is power, you being an engineer, don't you know that power should have some control? Huh? Power should be always controlled. Is it not? So peace is the controller of bliss. It is necessary. That is what I told about Sthita Prajna. Gopikas are with a lot of madness and all that. Excitement. So, than them, a Sthita Prajna is better. King Janaka is better, I told. Because the proof of real love is not the amount of emotion present in you. If you can control that emotion and put that power into practice, into action, and do some service to God by propagating the spiritual knowledge of God in the world, then God will be pleased. Suppose you sit before God, get emotion, finally by heart attack die. What you have done to God, God has to arrange for your rituals. Spend some money to do the funeral. So God is paying Guru Dakshina to you. So you must channelize your emotion into the practical work, into practical service. And many a time, your emotion is false also. God tests it. God tests it by karma phala tyaga. You are so much emotional to me. Give me 10 rupees. I don't have 10 rupees. I need 10 rupees very badly. All the emotion will disappear. That fellow will disappear from that place. That is what Booty, Shirdi Sai Baba story.
Yes, Swami.
Booty, he came from Mumbai to Shirdi and told Sai Baba, you please give me Brahmajnana. My Tanga is waiting. Otherwise waiting charges will be more. I got lot of business in the city. Give me immediately Brahmajnana. I don't have time to wait. Then Baba asked a disciple, I need 5 rupees. You please go to that merchant and tell him that Baba is in need of 5 rupees. Give me as a loan. Shortly he will give you back. The disciple went and asked, because it is the Maya of Baba, that fellow refused. That fellow refused due to the will of Baba. Baba wanted him to refuse. So he refused and came. Then again he sent to some other person. He also refused. Meanwhile, this Booty is telling, see, my Tanga charges, waiting charges will be more. Please give me that Brahmajnana, that spiritual knowledge, quickly. I have to go. Like that he is telling. Then Baba told, yes, I am putting all efforts for Brahma to get Brahmajnana. You are seeing, I have sent to 3-4 places. They refused 5 rupees. And you have got 5 rupees. He has a bundle of 5 rupees notes. 100 bundle he has got in his pocket. That 5 rupees is 100 times present in your pocket. Hare Baba is asking 3-4 persons for 5 rupees. Some need must be there. I am having 105 rupees notes. 1 5 rupees note I can pick up and give to as Guru Dakshina to Baba. That you did not, that mentality did not come to your mind. See, Brahmajnana is to be obtained by the control of the 5 senses. How can you get Brahmajnana when you can't give 5 rupees note to me? So, what is the question?
Here, could you please give me clarity on what peace is the controlling
Peace.
boundary
Yes.
of bliss?
Yes. So, what is love? Love is theoretical. One husband was praising his wife. Oh, your face is like full moon. Your lips are like rose flowers. You have golden color of the body. Like that every day he was praising the wife. The wife heard the poetry for several days. Then finally he told, every day you are praising like this. Even on one day, you don't bring flowers of 1 rupee to me. That is the practical love. Bringing 1 rupee flowers is called as practical devotion. And his praising is theoretical devotion. Even karma yoga is called as practical devotion. I mentioned. Theoretical jnana yoga, Bhakti yoga means theoretical devotion. Karma yoga means practical devotion. That bringing flowers for 1 rupee is also love. Is practical form of love. This fellow wants to steal the necklace of that wife. For that he is praising. Why we are praying God? We want necklace. We want money from God. So in practical devotion is the proof of theoretical devotion. Without proof, theory may be even false, maybe even cheating. It may be completely false. Practical devotion is the proof. See, you have written, I have passed MSc, I have passed some course like this. See, for these statements, should you not put the certificates of those courses? Without putting proof certificates, you say, I am MSc, believe, that's all. Why should you want my certificate? Do I look so am I a liar? I am telling that I have passed MSc. You believe it. Will anybody believe? Proof must be there. On the application you have written that I did my MSc. You must enclose the MSc pass certificate. Is it not? That MSc pass certificate is Karma Yoga. Is practical devotion. And your application you wrote, I have passed MSc, that is theoretical devotion. Is it not? Is it perfect or not? So therefore, the peace should control the bliss, and bliss is the power. That power should be transformed into practical service to God. Do some propagation of the spiritual knowledge of God. God is very happy with that work. If you are greedy to give 1 rupee to God, Guru Dakshina, all right, leave it. At least you do some karma sannyasa. You propagate the knowledge to the people so that the world will be peaceful. And God has established this creation like an industrialist established an industry. He wants his industry should run on peaceful lines. God also wants peace in this world. At least do some work. And you are greedy to give your 1 rupee to God. But for doing this karma sannyasa, this work, God will pay you also. So you are an engineer. You are unable to do practical work, engineering work in the country to contribute some economic value to the country. At least you become a lecturer in engineering college and teach. Government will pay you salary. Not freely.
Perfect, Swami.
So, simple emotion or bliss, which is theoretical, without, if it's not controlled by peace, that bliss power cannot be channelized into service. Service of God. God is pleased with that service, not with your bliss. Why should I be pleased with your bliss? Do some service. I have established the creation. It is my factory. You work for its unity and peaceful administration. I will be pleased with you. I will also give salary to you. Huh?
Full protection here and after.
Yes. But simply sitting before me and showing emotions, finally heart stops. And I have to do your funerals. I have to give you Guru Dakshina. What is this? Is it service? It is service from my side to your side. Not from your side to my side. Okay.
Excellent, Swami. Excellent. This is a question from Vijaya Anjani, Jai Guru Datta Swami. First question. It is said that half of the puja rituals done by Yajamani goes to Yajamani goes to the better half. Whether wife has to do puja again after Yajamani puja is completed. Kindly advise, Swami.
You see, it is told that if the husband does some worship of God, half of the fruit will go to the wife. That is what referred in that question. Why? Why half of the fruit of worship of husband goes to wife? What is the reason? He does worship for 1 hour or 2 hours. In these 2 hours, the wife cooked the food. And that food is offered to God. And that food is eaten by both husband and wife equally. Okay? In fact, the cooking is a more strenuous work than doing worship. That is why the wife eats twice. Srinam Jugdamahar. That is justified. This fellow is simply sitting and doing mantra japa. And she is burning her hands, cutting vegetables, washing the rice. It is more strenuous work. That is why this fellow, the wife eats twice than the husband. Females eat twice than males. And it is justified. Okay. Anyway, the husband is eating exactly half of the food cooked by wife. And in this time, the husband is doing worship of God. So since this fellow has eaten half of the food cooked by wife, in that time whatever puja he did, half of that fruit will go to the wife. It is a justified adjustment. Nothing, no loss to any side. Because food gives some temporary energy. But this worship, fruit of the worship, is eternal. Okay? So she need not grudge. You fellow, you sat and just simply murmured something, and I did lot of work. So let me eat twice and become very stout. Develop diseases. Okay.
Swami, continuing the question, Second question is, kindly advise us in this current situation when neither wife nor husband has time to do puja for God.
See, then both will lose the benefit of the worship of God. Simple. What is it a big question? They will be only eating. Both will be eating. Both will become very stout. Develop blood sugar. And suffer with that blood sugar. They will use the benefit of worship of God. When you are not bothered about God, why God should be bothered about you? Is it justified? You will miss that. Because you are attracted to the world only. You are not attracted to the God. So you depend on the world and gets the fruits given by the world. No fruit will be given by God. Because you never worshipped God. You are not having time. What does it mean? Time will not be there since your interest is not there. It is wrong to say that time is not there. If your interest is there, time will be there. Since your interest is not there, time will not be there. Your interest is on the worldly affairs only. So you are always dedicated to the worldly affairs. Your interest is always only on the world. Your interest, even trace of interest, is not on the God. Okay? So don't justify yourself by saying that we don't have time. That is false statement. The truth is you don't have interest in God. Yes. Next.
Swami, this question is by Shri Ramakant. Before creating the creation, Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma is told. God created Tejas, which is inert energy. If only He existed and there is no root material to create Tejas, then why shouldn't we say that Tejas came from within Him? And the question continues. Here, pot, which is Tejas, in the example where we gave pot maker and pot, pot which is Tejas is created without mud, root material, and the potter, unimaginable God, is the source of infinite energy. So why shouldn't we say that a part of his infinite energy was converted by him into matter, which is Tejas, hereby saying that creation is direct modification? If we say that by some unimaginable process Tejas was created, it means that new energy is created by God. But God is said to have the quality of doing proper things only all the time, auchityam. When his energy can be used directly to convert it into matter, what is the need to create new energy for Tejas?
See, God is unimaginable item, unimaginable domain. You are analyzing God with the help of the logic of imaginable domain. You can analyze an imaginable example with the help of logic of imaginable domain. You cannot apply the logic of imaginable domain to unimaginable domain. Okay? So, there is no single example in the world that can be given as a simile to God. Drishtanta abhavat. There is no example in the world for God. Because God is the only unimaginable item. And everything in the world is imaginable items, or imaginable items only. The logic that exists among the imaginable items cannot be applied to the unimaginable item. Unimaginable item is only one item. All other are imaginable items. You have thorough knowledge of all the imaginable items. With the help of the knowledge of the imaginable items, can you analyze the unimaginable item? You can analyze correctly only another imaginable item. So, analysis fails in God. Naisha tarkena matirapaniya. You cannot analyze God with the help of tarka, logic, worldly logic. Atarkyo ananupramanat. Even the God is smaller than even the smallest particle. And God is greater than even the biggest particle in the creation. And both these concepts are simultaneous concepts. Now it is atom, tomorrow it is hill, not like that. Today itself and tomorrow also, he is smaller than an atom and bigger than the hill. Simultaneously, in the same time. That itself means it is unimaginable domain. So, when he is unimaginable God, his actions are always unimaginable. And of course, he does also imaginable actions. For an unimaginably potent item, to do imaginable actions is not difficult. Difficult comes when imaginable item does unimaginable action. Unimaginable item can do unimaginable actions plus imaginable actions also. Okay? So, when there is unimaginable process, he created Tejas, energy. If his energy, part of his energy is converted into that Tejas, his energy should become less. But Purnamadah Purnamidah Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. No trace of his energy is lost. But energy appears. Energy exists like mud exists other than the potter. Let us say like that. Ekameva Dvitiyam Brahma. Before creation only God exists. No second item exists. So neither energy existed by itself in some hidden way, that is ruled out, nor he is converted into energy. 1 kilo from 1 kilo of mud, 1 kilo of pot came. After coming of 1 kilo of pot, the 1 kilo of mud is still remaining as 1 kilo only. That is the thing. So by accepting the unimaginable action of God, unimaginable process of God, you are accepting indirectly that God is unimaginable. Because he is doing some unimaginable action, he is unimaginable. That brings the greatest greatness to God. That is why he is called as Brahma. Brahma word comes from Bruhi Vruddhau. From Bruhi root word, the word Brahma comes. Means greatest greatness. Greatest greatness comes only when the action is not understood. When the action is understood, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you will also do that action. Then he is not the greatest greatness. You are also greatest greatness. Now, proper auchityam. Here, auchityam has no place in this discussion. He has created the world. He has not harmed anybody. Auchityam comes. See, you are potent, you are capable of cutting anybody's head. You are omnipotent. Can you cut your own head? That is anauchityam. That is not auchityam. That is improper. That is not proper. If he cuts his head, tomorrow there is no, that person will not be there, and he is omnipotent, that sentence goes. That is your idea, intention. You want that that statement should disappear forever. That fellow should disappear forever. So that is not auchitya. But here he has produced some energy without the help of any external item and not by reduction of himself. There is no question of auchityam there. That means your intention becomes like, see, to do an unimaginable action and make me suffer to think about it, it is not auchityam. I am unnecessarily breaking my head to understand that. Is it proper? Huh? You being the kindest God, should you make me suffer like this? That is not an auchityam. Auchityam doesn't enter in that topic. Okay.
Swami, I have a question. One of the Dvaita preacher told that every soul is a servant of God only, since every soul is serving God in some way. For example, an atheist is serving God to test the devotees of God. All householders are breeding to protect the chain of humanity on earth for God's entertainment, even without their knowledge. Even bacteria and fungi are serving God by spreading diseases so that death and disease can be given to the selected souls by God based on their cycle of deeds. In this way, every living entity is somehow acting as a servant of God only. So the preacher says that like this, every living being is designed to serve God inherently, and hence we should always salute every living being. How correct is this concept?
You see, here there is a difference between two statements. One is serving God, that is one statement. Another statement is, one is doing some bad action, God is turning it into his service. Wisely, he is turning it into his service. One fellow is beating a good fellow. God, by his unimaginable power, that good fellow will disappear, and a bad fellow, in appearing as that good fellow, is present before him, and this fellow's beatings are converted to service of God. That is, beating a bad fellow is the work of God. By this you cannot say that bad fellow is serving God. Bad fellow is not serving God. Bad fellow is doing his own bad action, but God twisted that into his administration service. By that you cannot praise this fellow, this bad fellow, as really with intention, I must serve God. You can serve God by better works than such work. Intention is not there. Intention decides the action. Intention decides the fruit of the action. Intention is not there. The ghost is having nature of making you suffer. And seeing your suffering, it will have entertainment. That is why it is doing, it is making you suffer by entering into you and by causing some diseases. But what God is doing, He is making the ghost to enter a bad fellow who must be punished. Do you say that the ghost is the servant of God? It has no such intention. He, by his intelligence, by his wisdom, he turned that into that. If somebody is having that real intention to serve God and doing service of God, that is really appreciable. There he is serving the God. Here, the bad action of a fellow, bad fellow, is turned into service by God, not by that fellow. That fellow has no that intention of serving God. Okay? Clear?
Yes. Swami, I have another question. Swami, if we take the life of Jesus Christ, the lost years of Jesus or silent years refer to the 18-year gap between Jesus' visit to the temple at age 12 and the start of his preachings at around age 30. We have no information about Jesus during this period. Similarly, even Shirdi Sai Baba disappeared for a year from Shirdi around 1857. Since the concept of sweet devotion is often misunderstood by public, even God Krishna danced with gopikas at night secretly. You told that a human incarnation of God will uplift the lustful female devotees by engaging with them in sexual affairs through his illusory forms. Since God, Jesus, and Shirdi Sai Baba are also the incarnations of God, can we say that even Jesus and Baba were also secretly encouraging such devotees during their missing periods?
See, Krishna attracted the souls, bad souls, present in Dushpravruti, that is unjust worldly life, and appeared to have involved with those gopikas. See, the gopikas are also can be told as Dushpravruti people in the drama, because they have left their husbands, justified husbands, and came to Krishna, attracted towards his beauty. Naturally, he will be more beautiful than their husbands because he is God and they are human beings. Even though the Dushpravruti is presented there, but actually when they came to Krishna to dance, his illusory forms only participated in the dance. He is not touched. He is a celibate. Next point is, even with the illusory forms, Did sex take place? Sex did not take place. He only represented the story. See, in cinema, a scene will be shown. Some male fellow is embracing a female, and the female loves that male loves this female. That much is shown in the scene. Later on, the sex between them is imagined by the audience. Actual sex is not shown on the screen. But the audience imagine. Okay? So by that dance, the audience imagine that sex might have taken place. It is only the imagination of the audience that serves the purpose of the drama. Because what is the white lie, what is the Ardhavada there? You can enjoy God here and you can have better benefits than with those human beings. In fact, God is more beautiful than any human being. Goloka, fruit is also Goloka. All these are shown, but I believe only whatever is shown in the cinema as truth. I can't imagine what happened. It is my imagination only. Actually, that does not take place in cinema also. A male and female appear as if they are having lust towards each other. All that is shown in the scene. But the actual sexual process is not shown in the film. And not only this, actual sexual process will not happen also between those two, actor and actress. Actually, it did not happen. It is only your imagination. In fact, those illusory forms and gopikas danced with the feelings of brothers and sisters. Similarly, hero and heroine on the screen show embracement, kissing. Embracement and kissing are between brother and sister also, mother and son also, father and daughter also. But by this, you will imagine sex has happened. And they will also show in the next scene, the heroine is holding a small child. Definitely you will imagine. You are forced to imagine that. But that sex is not shown on the scene of the cinema. And actually it did not take place also after the shooting. Of course, nowadays it is taking place. But it is expected not to take place. The hero will go to his house, heroine will go to her house. He has his own wife, she has her own husband. It is only action. And some imagination force on your head. That's all. This is what happened in the Rasa Krida of Krishna Avatara. I did not open this in the beginning itself because the actual purpose will be lost. The actual purpose is to attract the people of unjust worldly life by the beauty and by the expected kissing and hugging, and later on by the expected unseen sexual intercourse. Kissing and hugging are seen, but intercourse is not demonstrated. But we expect. We also confirm because she is holding a child. Child brought from some hospital. She did not give birth to that child. But you will immediately believe, happened. So the delivery happened. Is not. So there, if you analyze Rasa Krida, all angles of spiritual steps exist there. Pravrutti exists, Dushpravrutti exists, Pravrutti exists, Nivrutti exists. I told in Radha Krishna Gita, all the three are present. Gopikas are leading justified Pravrutti life, worldly life. Okay? They are attracted to the beauty of Krishna and secretly in the midnight came to Krishna. Is it not Dushpravrutti? That is Dushpravrutti. Okay, now second point. They are dedicated to their husbands. They are in Pravrutti life. They appeared, they have come to Krishna. Okay? They hugged and kissed the illusory forms of Krishna, thinking them as their brothers, which you did not understand. Very complex, you see, critical, which you did not understand. And so therefore, nothing injustice happened. They remain perfectly pravrutti devotees. They are examples of 100% pravrutti. They have saved the justice, they have protected the justice. Did they meet with the illusory forms? No. They gave that impression. So pravrutti is there. They are perfectly chasti. Then nivrutti. They have left their husbands, children, everybody, came to Krishna. They are sages. They recognized him as God. They came to him. All the worldly bonds are broken. And they went to Goloka by the grace of Krishna. Is it not nivrutti? Everything is shown in that Rasa Krida. If you understand it logically, for every stage of devotee, for the devotee of every stage, the guidance is there. Okay.
Swami, coming to the incarnation of Jesus and Shirdi Sai Baba,
Jesus and
they are in
Shirdi
Kali age.
Yes, they are in Kali age. Maybe God doesn't have miracles in Kali age. Kali age also, God is always having miracles. Kali age is the Datta's incarnations. Did they not do miracles? Did Shirdi Baba did not do miracle in Kali age? Okay. So, in that time of missing period, since both are incarnations of God, they might have gone to other worlds to do, to preach the souls there. How do you object that? Because earth is only one of the sub-world of one loka. Bhuloka is divided into 4 sub-worlds. Marchaloka, Pretaloka, Narakaloka and Pitruloka. These 4 sub-worlds are Bhuloka. Then 14 lokas are there. In one loka, one-fourth world, that is sub-world. God has how many lokas to do works? Suppose I put this proposal, how can you object? I mean, when you have understood the first definition of God is unimaginable, why do you put such foolish questions? Once you have recognized that God is unimaginable, all these questions will become foolish. Is it not? Illogical. Foolish questions. Of course, Jesus, they say, he has come to India. In those years, he stayed in Himalayas. He spent his life with the yogis, with sages. He roamed in India. He also preached the philosophy in India. In fact, in Bhavishya Purana, he is mentioned in Bhavishya Purana. Milechya dharmasya vaktaram kumari garbhasambhavam. He says to one king, I am Milechya dharmasya vaktaram. I am preaching the religion of foreigners, foreign countries. Foreign country, not India. I am preaching the philosophy of a foreign country. Kumari Garbhasambhavam. I am born to an unmarried virgin. He spread his philosophy in India, and even his death tomb was present in India, Kashmir. So God will have His own program, and somewhere you will be knowing some things, and somewhere you will not be knowing anything. I told one statement. He does both unimaginable things and also imaginable things. He has earned 100 rupees. Does it not mean that he has earned 1 rupee? A 1 rupee earning fellow may not earn 100 rupees. But 100 rupees earning fellow will earn 1 rupee. An imaginable fellow who can do only imaginable things cannot do unimaginable things. But an unimaginable fellow who is doing unimaginable things can also do imaginable things. So if he has come to India and preached his philosophy in India, he has done an imaginable thing. Suppose he went to some other world and preached his philosophy there, he did an unimaginable thing. For both he is capable. So why do you worry yourself with a foolish question?
Questions are completed, Swami.
Yes.
Can we proceed to Bhakti Ganga, Swami?
Any new person any question, you just announce.
Okay, Swami. Just a minute.
People are listening this satsanga?
Yes, Swami. There is a question, Swami. Just now. Question from Shri Mallikarjun B. Namaste. In Datta Sampradaya, 2 traditions are in existence. One is orthodox, followed by Guru Vasudevananda Saraswati, and at the same time Sadguru Shirdi Sai showed simple unorthodox way. Kindly explain.
You see, I told you that all roads lead to Rome only. All rivers merge in the ocean only. There are several traditions. Why only orthodox and unorthodox? Orthodox and unorthodox mixed ways are also there. Several ways are there. And God is showing the mechanism of reaching of the devotee, reaching of God by the devotee. That mechanism he is explaining in every tradition. Tradition is only a way, one of several ways. So some people are orthodox, some people are not orthodox. It is not. If you do justice only to orthodox people, what about unorthodox people? If you just do justice only unorthodox people, what is for about orthodox people? So, see, orthodox, unorthodox, all these are humbug questions. Love to God and proof of your love to God is the essence in any way. You must have theoretical and practical love towards God. You must give the proof of your theoretical love to God by the practical love to God, which is karma sannyasa and karma phalatyaga. See, I don't feel any reservedness in this concept. That is the basic concept. In any, you see, even if a bridegroom wants to test the bride, or bride wants to test the bridegroom, are they not testing to see whether this fellow, may female or male, will have love towards me, and that love should be also proved practically. Is this not done by bride and bridegroom now? They move together for some time, dating. Dating, that is called as dating. What is meant by dating? Dating is only to test the practical love of that fellow. Whether he is telling only theoretical poetry and making me to fall in his basket of cheating. Everybody is doing. Why not God? Is it not? God can test devotees. Devotees cannot test God. Because the reason is, here the bride and bridegroom are not, there is no completeness in them. God is complete. He doesn't require anything. He is a ocean of bliss. He doesn't require any happiness from the other soul. But the worldly bride and bridegroom are not like that. They have a lot of deficiencies. Is it not? So, devotee need not test God. Apta kamasya kaspruha. Because he is omnipotent. He does not require any trace of happiness from any soul. He need not fear that any soul will deceive him. If God wants, God can deceive devotee. Devotee can never dream of deceiving God. Because he is omniscient and omnipotent. So there is no question of devotee testing God. God only tests the devotee. Because the nature of devotee is human nature. And we know the human nature very, very well. It is not standard. So is it a question answered?
Yes, Swami.
Anything left over, that question? What is that question? Solid. Question is completely answered.
Yes, Swami.
Unfortunately, the person who has put the question should also listen this answer and must tell me, I am satisfied with this answer. Because same question, hearing my answer, he may develop some more doubts. He or she may develop some more doubts related to my answer. If he asks immediately, I will answer immediately. So there should be contact between me and the questionnaire. Now there is no contact between me and the questionnaire. You also tell if any comment is there, you send in that. He can send a comment?
Yes, we can reply to the comment.
Comment, yes. That at least that provision must be there.
Swami, the devotee commented, yes, Swami.
I know that he will comment.
You're omniscient, Swami.
Padanamaskaram, Swami.
Send me the comment. What is the comment?
Yes, Swami. He says, did you understand? Was your
Oh,
question,
like
Swami?
that, huh?
He answered, yes, Swami.
No other question.
No other question.
Right,
yes.
right. Then all right.
Padanamaskaram, Swami, I have one question. Just now you said the soul cannot test God and it's not possible also. Swami, let's say if an atheist want a proof of unimaginable God, is it also, testing God? Can we say that also he's testing God?
No, it is not testing God. He wanted to prove the proof of the existence.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
That is not a testing.
Testing. Okay.
See, you are telling that unimaginable God is present. How should I believe the presence of unimaginable God? I can believe unimaginable God provided at least I see an unimaginable event in the world. If unimaginable event is appearing, I must think the source of that unimaginable event is unimaginable God. The performer of that unimaginable event must exist. Nobody can perform that event. Nobody is even understanding that event. So I can at least believe there is some unimaginable performer of this unimaginable event. Like that I can believe unimaginable God in the existence of unimaginable. That is not testing God. He wants to know, he is anxious about the systematic knowledge. It is only systematic knowledge. That is why God always performs certain unimaginable events in this creation to give proof about the existence of unimaginable God to the atheist. Atmani chaivam vichitras santi. God coming as incarnation does miracles to give proof for the atheists. For example, if you take the case of Sri Satya Sai Baba or Shirdi Sai Baba or Akkalkot Maharaj, incarnations of God Datta, or Manikya Prabhu, and Sri Pada Vallabha, Sri Narasimha Saraswati. How many miracles they have done? Full of miracles. Giving proof for the existence of unimaginable God through unimaginable events. See, existence of unimaginable God is proved by the unimaginable events that are observed by us also. Even today, I told that a Shirdi Sai Baba statue, small statue, from the feet, water is coming. And so far, gallons of water has come. And everybody tested there. Went and lifted the temple management of there, very near temple management, they went and lifted that small statue, put it in the hand, and in the hand, the water is started coming from the feet. The water is seen on their hands. They sweep, they wiped that with a towel, made it dry, and then kept in the hand. Again water started coming out. Why old miracles? As such miracles, we have several videos. Huh? So, so therefore, it is not the question of testing God. I must have proof for the systematic knowledge. I am a scientist. You should be a scientist. Scientist believes the theory based on the practical experiments or not. This is also the experiment. Let the scientist explain that phenomenon. they won't go there, even see that. Especially I am talking about atheists. Scientists go. Science is always impartial. Science is impartial. Scientists, you see, greatest scientists like Newton, Einstein, they were very firm believers of God. Science is already. Atheists will not go there. Because if they go there, observe it, and can't give the answer, then it is insult for them. They don't go there and criticize from here without seeing that. It is all humbug. It's all, some tube must be there through which the water is coming through that statue. You go there and observe. You see, the temple management came, lifted the statue, and wiped everything with the towel, and put it in the hand. Still the water flew from the feet. So, you see, these miracles exhibited in the world by God are the fundamental foundation for the spiritual knowledge. And because we are starting with these miracles, which are nothing but scientific experiments, that is why I would like to call spiritual knowledge as spiritual science. I am a scientist. I have studied science. I cannot be unscientific anywhere. So it is spiritual science. Science means a Shastram. It is called as Vedanta Shastram. It is science. It is spiritual science. Vedanta Shastram means spiritual science. So, I need not depend on the grace of anybody to accept God. No need for me. The practical experiments are there. Either you have to explain or believe the hypothesis. Either you must give the explanation or accept the explanation. Till you give your explanation and disprove my explanation, till then my explanation will stand as hypothesis. Since you can never disprove my hypothesis, this hypothesis is the theory. You neither explain today, nor you will explain tomorrow, nor you will explain day after tomorrow. You will be telling, after day after tomorrow I will explain it. And the life is gone. It will never come. See, you can practice, you can touch the topmost part of the door, especially you can touch. By doing, practicing jumps, high jumps, you can touch the roof also on some day or other. I can believe that. But therefore, by practicing the jumps, I will touch the cloud also one day. When is that one day? That one day will never come. I know that very well. Don't think me as a fool. Whatever you say, I believe. Okay?
One more question, Swami. Swami, on the occasion of Shri Rama Navami, we have been seeing a lot of events happening around the world to celebrate God Rama's festival. But Swamiji, like as a devotee of Rama, what should he or she do to please Rama the most throughout the lifetime, not just one day?
See, the purpose of the incarnation of God Rama is to is that you should have the correct knowledge of yourself. You are a human being. You must have the knowledge that you are a human being and not God. Rama always told that he is a human being. Atmanam manusham manye. Raman Dasharathatmayam. I am a human being. I am the son of Dasharatha. I am not God. When somebody sages told that you are God, I am not understanding what you are saying. Atmanam manusham manye. So his purpose is to stand as an ideal example, for an ideal human being. Not idle human being. Ideal human being. So, he never accepted himself as God. He accepted himself as a human being only. That means no human being is God. And every human being should always be alert that he is the part of the creation, neither creator nor the part of the creator. He is only product of the part created by the potter, is neither potter nor part of the potter. That is, part is inert and something is non-inert, alive. He created alive also. After all, even the life, the awareness is coming from inert energy only. Annat Purushaha. Annam is inert and Purusha is non-inert. Non-inert is coming from inert item only. So therefore, based on this logic, based on the authorities of scriptures, you must think always that you are human being. That is the correct truth. This is established by Madhvacharya. And starting from Advaita, does that mean Madhvacharya says dualism? Human being is different from God. Shankara says every soul is God. Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. He did not say every soul is God. Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Jiva is in singular tense. One ekavachanam. So one human being can be God. That does Sarvo Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha he did not say. Every jiva is God, like that he did not say. Jiva. Jiva means ekavachanam. That is kaschit jiva. One of the human beings become God. Because God wants to enter this world as human incarnation. He will merge with a human being. And his merge is homogeneous merge. Antar bahishcha tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. So, such a human being is God. But majority, 99%, is not God. Only one human being. How to become God? Thinking that I am God, I am God, I am God, I am God. As long as you think that I am God, so far you are going from the God. You are permanently disqualified to become God. Hanuman has preached that philosophy. See, everybody told that you are God, Hanuman. Hanuman is incarnation of God Shiva. But never he accepted that he is God. That he showed, though being God, he preached the human beings, not to aspire to become God. That aspiration to make you God shall be born in the mind of God. It should not be born in your mind. So that you are disqualifying yourself permanently. On any day, God will not merge in you. That permanent disqualification. Okay? So Shankara is correct. Because one of the souls, he makes you God, he enters in you, he merges in you to do some good work that is related to spiritual side. For his work he is entering you. Not for your aspiration. Not to fulfill your aspiration and to give you selfish pleasure. He has got some work. You are somewhat convenient to do that work. Okay? Even in the interview, they will not test, they will select a person. That person is given training. You know, in IT, they give training. So, he will enter, but the fellow, when God wants to enter that human being, this fellow should not say, yes, I am waiting for that. When you are, I am already God. Just a formal certificate from you is needed. Should not say like that. You should say, oh God, I am not competent to do the work. You are only competent to do the work. How can I do that work? You are omnipotent. You can do that work. I don't think any human being can do that work. Except like that you should talk. Then, accepting your knowledge, theory, he will merge in you and he will do that work himself. What is the meaning of human incarnation? The human being said that I cannot do that work. Then God said, okay, you are unable to do that work. That I also know. It is universal truth. I also know. Now I will merge in you and do that work and give credit to you. Wow. See how wonderful, what a wonderful nature of God. And what is our nature? You do that work, but give the credit to me. If you are giving credit to me, then only I will allow you to merge in me. 100%. So
many love symbols are being
So, Shankara is correct. And when there is possibility of monism, and when there is possibility of dualism, an intermediate state of monism and dualism is also possible, must be there. For a chemical reaction, when the reactants are turning products, there is an intermediate complex. An intermediate complex is formed. That complex dissociates into products. Intermediate complex is there. That intermediate complex that covers both that side and this side is Vishishtadvaita of Ramanuja. All are correct. All are correct in a specific time, in a specific context. See, the elephant is like a tube. Is correct. Elephant is like tube when you are considering the tail of the elephant. In that context, in that place, elephant is tube. When you touch the stomach of the elephant is like a wall. When you touch the leg of the elephant is like a pillar. Okay? So, in every context, every philosophy is correct. And atheists are also correct. When they are correct, if you take the example of a person who is never bothered about God, who is always bothered about the world only, atheism is correct. For him, there is no God. Even if God exists, for him, there is no God. Such people are also there. So they are also correct. In somewhere they tell the God is like a small thread, negligible thread. If you touch the one of the hair of the tail, hair is negligible. God is negligible. So, because all are his children, he does not want to disappoint anybody. Every child he appreciates. The father appreciates every child. You have done well, you have done well, you are good, you are correct. Even though the son says, oh father, you are not existing. Yes, you are correct. One day or other I will die. I will not exist. You are also correct. Apply to a particular context of my death. You are correct. Because he is also his child. He wants to encourage him also. That is the love of the father to the children. At least seeing that, one should not become an atheist. One should not become an atheist. At least based on the principles of love, morals of love, one should not become an atheist. Elephant should not be compared to a small hair. A small hair is present in its tail. Elephant can be told as a rope, or can be told as a tube, or can be told as a pillar, or can be told as a wall, but not to be told as a hair. Such a big elephant, can it be a negligible hair? Okay. So answered?
Wonderfully answered, Swami. Exceptional answer. This question is from Shri Hrishikesh. Is selfishness the root cause of corruption, where individuals prioritize serving only their immediate family members instead of the wider community? Wouldn't serving society as a whole be more meaningful and beneficial than limiting one's efforts to family alone? Correct me if I am wrong, but in one of your discourses, did you mention that serving one's own family is better than serving society?
You see, family is a part of society only. There is no difference between family and society. Family consists of living beings. Society also consists of living beings. There is no difference. Serving to human beings is only a pravrutti dharma, not a nivrutti level. You are not serving God. Okay, if you are doing service of human beings as the service of God, you are doing only service of God. You are going and propagating the knowledge of God in the society everywhere. You are helping only the human beings. You are only serving the society. You are only establishing the peace in the society. All your work is only public service. Service to humanity, not service of God. Okay? That aspect changes because you are preaching the spiritual knowledge of God in the society. Not mere service like giving some ration rice, some ration cloths, building some houses for houseless people. These are all service to people only, society only. You have not served. Same things can be done in the name of God. You do the service and say, on Shri Rama Navami, I am doing some service to humanity. You will take the name of God Rama and to do the human service. That becomes the God's service. But without taking on Raman, some other day, you are doing human service, telling that I am doing human service, please vote me in the coming elections. That is not a spiritual line. That is only political line. That is only political line. If somebody is doing service to human beings, he is going to stand in the future elections to earn more money. He has spent 1 lakh in human service. He wants to earn 1 crore by getting votes of the people, these innocent people. So, see, Bharata, he is great Avadhuta, very high level he reached. He developed love to a deer, small child of deer. He brought it to his house and he nourished it. Finally he died remembering the deer only. And he was born as a deer. He did not get salvation. Such a high level sage, he is called as Jada Bharata. He is born as a deer. Actually, he has to go to Brahmaloka. That much spiritual stage he reached. But by this foolish diversion, he lost Brahmaloka. See, even in hell, the people are going in line. Then you will phone to God. Oh God, you save me. I have served the humanity very much. Then God will say, you have served humanity and not me, and you are in the line of human beings only. You take their help. Why do you phone to me? You served them. They should protect you. Why should I protect you? He will reply like that. So, human service can be done in spiritual line also. Spiritual concept must be associated with the service concept. If it is associated, you will do the human service on the festival of God's incarnation. Shri Rama Navami, Krishnashtami, Mahashivaratri. You know, all these festival days, they do Annadanam. They do all sorts of things. But they put the statue of God Rama, statue of God Krishna, statue of God Shiva. That is their social service is in the light of spiritual service. Their social service is only secondary. Their primary service is to God only. They are doing Annadanam and giving cloths and serving the poor people, not for the sake of elections. They are doing these services in the name of God. Even all the Christian missionaries, they do like that only. They do wonderful service. And they do in the name of God, Jesus. So that should be like that. Human service can be done as a part of the spiritual service. So that is very important. Anything more?
No more questions, Swami.
No more questions. Then we can finish. We can put some bhajan, ending bhajan.
Rama bhajan, one Rama,
Rama bhajan.
and then Aarti.
Hanuman bhajan also.
Rama bhajan, Hanuman bhajan, and Aarti.
It can be done like that also.
सागर लंघन संकुल वानर कुलमवलोक्य निज स्तुतिलोलं जलधर चुंबी महाकृतिरेक पदक्रम लंघित जलनिधिरेवं रघुपति मानंदयसि च सीता कुशल निवेदन कुटघन शोकं को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् अहिकुल बंधन मोहित दाशरथि द्वयमालोक्य मनोविकलं खगपति मानयसि स्म विकुण्ठा पुरगतमस्त्र विमोचन दक्षम् पुनरायोधन बलिनं वहसि च भुजयुगरूढं सोदरयुग्मं को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् मूर्छित लक्ष्मण बोध समर्थ महौषधि संजीविलतां नेतुम् उत्पत शिक्षणमत्रिमुपानय स्म तमिव सुमगुच्छम् उत्थित लक्ष्मण करयुग वन्दन मालिंग विहसंश्च सरागौ को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् शतमुख रावण हुत रघुनायक मंबाबलि पशु भगत मोहं पुनरानयसि च तमसुरमपगत जीवं विधाय पातालेशं राघव शरमुद्धमुखं कृत्वा नम्रं हरसि च युधि दशकण्ठं को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् शृङ्खलया नियत शनैश्चरमपि मोचयसि स्म शुच सहसातं को मे सङ्कट इह हनुमन् गुरु सोदर मम वदयादीनम् कथमपि योग्यो नाहमकारण करुणैव तव हि कारणमेकं को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् वानर सिंह खगेश वराह हयानन पंचानन शिवरूपं वैष्णव तिलकं भविष्य जगतां धातारं त्वां नमामि देवं त्रिमूर्ति तत्त्वं साक्षात् दत्तं परमब्रह्म हि लीलादासं को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् एकनकांशुक कांचन कुंडल वंदे त्वां हनुमन्तमनन्तं हे पिंगलाक्ष सद्गुण सागर मामव सततं मायामूढं हे मेरुगिरि समुज्ज्वल विग्रह पालय मां तव पदयुगलोलं को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् संकटमोचन हनुमद्देव महास्तुतिमेतां गायति नित्यं यो मनुजस्य समेति शतायु बलमारोग्यं तेजो धैर्यं शतशत संकट जालमपि क्षणमेव विनश्यति याति सतोषं को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् को न हि वेत्ति कपीश जगत्यति संकटमोचन नाम तवेदम् भज भज भास्कर कुलसञ्जातं रामं शार्ङ्गधनुर्धरमेतं निष्कामभक्ति तपसा क्रीतं ज्ञानाग्निवचन तेजश्शतं धर्मस्थापन लक्ष्यमुपेतं साक्षात् नारायणमायातं भज भज भास्कर कुलसञ्जातं रामं शार्ङ्गधनुर्धरमेतं वाल्मीकिसुकवि कवितागीतं स्वदर्शकथा गङ्गापूतं हनुमद्भुज पीठासन नीतं केवलसायक दशमुखपातं भज भज भास्कर कुलसञ्जातं रामं शार्ङ्गधनुर्धरमेतं पट्टाभिषेक सुरसमवेतं वामाङ्गासन सीताप्रीतं स्वचरित गायक कुशलवतातं सकल चराचर सूत्रप्रोतम् भज भज भास्कर शूलसञ्जातौ रामौ शार्ङ्गधनुर्धरमेतौ
याचे श्रीरामं तवास्मीति याचे श्रीरामं श्रीरामं रघुरामं कल्याणरामं पट्टाभिरामं पावनरामं याचे श्रीरामं तवास्मीति याचे श्रीरामं शरणं भव शरणं भव शरणं भव श्रीराम करुणां कुरु करुणां कुरु करुणां कुरु रघुराम याचे श्रीरामं तवास्मीति याचे श्रीरामं तनुविजितकामं हतदितिजस्तोमं नवजलदश्यामं मैथिलीवामं याचे श्रीरामं तमस्मीति याचे श्रीरामं हनुमदर्चितं भरतपूजितं लक्ष्मणवन्दितं शत्रुघ्नसत्कृतं सीतासेवितं याचे श्रीरामं तवास्मीति याचे श्रीरामं दशरथात्मजं विपुलाक्षिवारिजं एकशिरीमुख हतदशमुखभाजं याचे श्रीरामं तवास्मीति याचे श्रीरामं हंसारोपितदिव्यशर्ङ्गकोदण्डम् आत्मनव्याप्तचराचरजगदण्डं याचे श्रीरामं तवास्मीति याचे श्रीरामं गौतमसती शिलाशाप विमोचनं शान्तविलोकनान्त करुणामृतसेचनं याचे श्रीरामं तवास्मीति याचे श्रीरामं बालशरदाम्भोधरांशुरोचनं स्फुरत्तरुणमीनायतविलोचनं याचे श्रीरामं तवास्मीति याचे श्रीरामं
धरती पर भक्तों के तुम हो उद्धारक, भक्तों के कष्टों के तुम हो निवारक, जीवों के भरता तुम ही हो मेरे पालक, जगत गण हूँ मैं और तुम जग संचालक।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्ता त्रिमूर्ति अवतारी साक्षात परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
सृष्टि स्थिति लयकारी तुम दत्ता अवतारी, तुम्हारी लीला स्वामी जग से है न्यारी, काषाय वस्त्रों में दत्त त्रिपुरारी, तुम्हारी महिमा गाए हम सब नर नारी।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्ता त्रिमूर्ति अवतारी साक्षात परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
त्रिगुणों के मालिक कर त्रिगुणों को धारण, स्वयं ही सिखाए ज्ञान भक्ति समर्पण, तेरे रमणार्थ सदा यत्न निरंतर, तुम्हारी सेवा में ही मैं रहूं सदा तत्पर।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्ता त्रिमूर्ति अवतारी साक्षात परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
वेदों के कर्ता तुम ही वेदों के रक्षक, तुमसे ही वेदों का अस्तित्व अब तक, वेदों के वचन हो तुम में ही सार्थक, तुम बिन स्वामी है ये जीवन निरर्थक।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्ता त्रिमूर्ति अवतारी साक्षात परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
प्रज्ञान स्वामी का है मोक्षकारी, नष्ट करे सारे अवगुण हमारे, जितनी भी चाहे हो ईर्ष्या हमारी, फिर भी न छोड़ा हमें बेसहारे।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्ता त्रिमूर्ति अवतारी साक्षात परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
अहम में डूबे हम मनुष्य सारे, करते तिरस्कार प्रभु का हमारे, प्रेम से प्रभु सहते आरोप सारे, फिर भी हमें स्वामी गले लगावे।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्ता त्रिमूर्ति अवतारी साक्षात परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
अहम सोया बिन दत्ता को ध्यावे, क्षत्रियन सोया वही मानव होवे, अंत समय में जो दत्ता पुकारे, पुत्र
प्रभु दत्तात्रेय मूर्त्यवतारी साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
यथाशक्ति यथा भक्ति चरण आरंभे कर्म संन्यास कर प्रेम निर्धारे कर्म फल त्याग कर भक्ति प्रमाणे दोनों करे सो कर्मयोगी हो साबित।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्तात्रेय मूर्त्यवतारी साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
अमृत वचन स्वामी का नैया है पारे सुन ले मन तू हो जा स्वामी का प्यारे। स्वामी बिन है पैर पंगुम हमारे स्वामी भजना हरे पीड़ा हमारी।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्तात्रेय मूर्त्यवतारी साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
तुम रहो दाता सदा मैं रहूं सदा याचक तुम रहो सदा मालिक और मैं रहूं सदा सेवक। काहू को डरना जब तुम हो मेरे रक्षक तुम्हारी सेवा में ही जीवन मेरा सार्थक।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्तात्रेय मूर्त्यवतारी साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
मनमोहक अति सुंदर अत्यंत प्यारी आनंदाई स्वामी छवि तुम्हारी। दर्शन मात्रे तृप्त आत्मा हमारी दृष्टि स्वामी की है चमत्कारी।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्तात्रेय मूर्त्यवतारी साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
परिपूर्णतम साक्षात् परब्रह्म स्वामी वेदों से परिवेद सार है स्वामी। अनूह्य अवतारी अचिंत्य स्वामी मनुष्य अवतारी परब्रह्म स्वामी।
गुरु दत्ता श्री दत्ता जय जय प्रभु दत्तात्रेय मूर्त्यवतारी साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्री दत्ता स्वामी।
कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिये वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् भक्त्यानन्या श्री दत्त स्वामिने समर्पयामि। श्री दत्त स्वामिने समर्पयामि। श्री दत्त स्वामिने समर्पयामि।
Padanamaskaram Swami. On behalf of all the devotees, I would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are deeply blessed to receive your profound spiritual knowledge and unconditional love. Thank you, Swami. We are closing the Satsanga with one Shanti mantra. उद्वेगरहिता संतोषरहिता शांति समुद्र श्री दत्ता शांति समुद्र श्री दत्ता शांति समुद्र श्री दत्ता। ओम
निश्चल निर्मल
तत्वज्ञानी
निर्विकार जगदंत साक्षी योगिराज गुरुपीठाधीशा अवधूताखिल विषय स्पंद उद्वेगरहिता संतोषरहिता शांति समुद्रा श्री दत्ता शांति समुद्रा श्री दत्ता शांति समुद्रा श्री दत्ता। ओम शांति शांति शांति।